Hey, concrete fans, welcome back to the joy of concrete. I'm Mr. Concrete, and today we're going to be making marbling, a beautiful planter, a mold that I designed with the idea of concrete marbling. I love concrete marbling, and for 2020, I have a resolution that I'm going to do a lot more concrete marbling than I've done in the past. And I'm going to try to post more videos. So I'm trying to streamline how I make videos so that I can get them to you quicker, faster, which means more of them as well. So without further ado, let's get started. This planter, I believe, takes approximately 2 kilos. We're using a premixed color. This is mint, which is mint. For every 1 kilo of concrete, there's 15 grams of white, 8 grams of green, and 1 gram of blue pigment. And if we're working with a kilo, that means we're going to use approximately 100 mils of water. So I'll start in the bucket. We'll go 1, and you know what? It's dry. I know that we're going to use at least 100 mils. Past 100 mils, if I want to add a little bit more water for workability, I can do that. Kind of on the fly. But there's our mix. Handy putty knife. Look at this thing. Look at that handle. Patina. That's concrete patina. That's layers and layers of concrete. Ergonomic though too. So I started with mint. This is a 3-color mix. And I started with mint because it's the lightest of the 3 colors. I've got mint, I've got red, and I've got black. So mint will be first, red will be second, and black will be last. Because I am going to mix, once the water is kind of in there, I am going to mix on the table, which is going to make my table messy. But I put down a sheet of vapor barrier, a sheet of plastic, to keep my surface nice. You can do the same at home. If you've been, if you're someone who likes to follow along, I'm talking to you, Dragon, Hamid, Paul, Helen. If you anyone else out there, Casey, if you like following along with our work, with the work of Mr. Concrete, I'll kind of try to walk you through all the steps. So I mixed in my first bit of water. I'm going to give it a little bit more there, probably up to about 120 milliliters. And now I'm just kneading this together. Like a dry dough. Let's really get in there, get into the action. This is a nice part. Very dry. In the summer, this is going to be a different story. We're probably going to be bang on 100 mils per kilo. But right now, that's a little bit dry. So we're going to top the rest up by feel. With adding water to your concrete mix, I like to get the initial mix. You know, it's nice to do something that's got a formula to it. Takes the guesswork out. That's what I like doing for you, is I'm trying to take the guesswork out of concrete to make life easy for you so that you can focus on having fun, doing fun designs. But that last bit, what I'm doing is I want just enough water for this to come together. And it's about to happen. It's about to happen. There it is. Look at that. Getting close. Did it. Once it starts coming together a little bit, it's all going to go. A few more kneads. Yeah. Okay. And here it goes. Oh, okay, a tiny bit more. That's lots. Wow. That's a lot. It's more water than I'm used to adding, that's for sure. And you're about to see why you should work, why it's nice to put down a piece of plastic. Put down a garbage bag, put down a grocery bag. Maybe if you have a rigid sheet of plastic, something to work on. You don't want to do this. You could do it right on your kitchen counter, I suppose. But if you're working with pigments, especially high strength, high quality, pure pigments, like the ones we've sourced, the concrete, then you're going to stain your table blue. Yes? Yes, you will. Now this is perfect. Look at this. Look at this. Coming together very nicely. Oh, that's what I like to see. What if you did this with a friend? You and a friend get some concrete, and you could each be mixing your own colors at the same time, and then you come together, make magic, make concrete magic. So, a video every day, you think it's doable? That's my end goal. I'd love to be able to post a video a day. It seems crazy. It seems crazy to do, but I think it's possible. But, you know, I'm wondering, is there a day that you like watching videos? A day or a time? I'd like to hear about it. I'd like to hear about when is the ideal, when are you watching videos? What are you doing? Are you winding it down for the evening? Are you following along with me? Oh, this is done. Watch this. Watch this. Ha! I love it. I love you, concrete. But when are you watching videos? Because if you tell me when you're watching them, I'll try to post at a time that's convenient. Done. Color number 2, red. Let's go. 50 mil and a bit. And we'll switch to a new putty knife. I'm going to mix the first little bit right here, right now. There's no other place I'd rather be than mixing concrete for you, and hopefully with you. Wouldn't that be amazing? Anyone out there love Bob Ross? I love Bob Ross so much. So much so that I hope someday I'd get to do what he did. And I hope that's what this YouTube channel turns into. I hope it turns into a regular Bob Ross style channel where me and you get to make concrete stuff together. Red is a really dramatic color, don't you think? It's dramatic to mix too, because it starts out, it's like, oh, that's never going to be red. This is never going to be red, right? Wrong. It's going to be red. And it's going to be me. But it's going to be red too. There we go. Keep it together, red. Once this comes together, you're going to say, whoa. I'm going to say, whoa. Whoa. I'm going to say, whoa. Because it's going to be so red. I love red. When I'm doing marbling, I love red to add pops of drama. Drama. Did you say drama or drama? Is it your grandma or grandma? Nobody says that, right? There's no one in the world that says grandma. You always say grandma. Maybe there's someone. Okay, here we go. Look at this. There we go. Color number 2, almost ready to roll. We've got our beautiful, beautiful, super rich, velvety, amazing red. Look at that. That's the magic of concrete. Concrete's gray matter. The mix self-consolidates. What does self-consolidation mean? Self-consolidation, self-compacting, means that left to its own devices, this concrete tries to just form into one big homogeneous lump. So look at this. I make my ball. Here's self-consolidation in action. I make my ball of concrete, give it a few tosses, give it a big toss. Okay, a little stretch. I'm just kidding, I don't have to toss it. But I put it here, now watch. What? Look at it go. Now that's with nothing. If I dump this in the mold, it's gonna do that. What if I give it just a tiny modicum of vibration? You see what happens. We'll get to this. Red. Okay, red. You're over here. Last but not least, charcoal. Almost black. More charcoal though. 500 grams of concrete, so 50 mils of water, is a great starting point for you and for me. Together we can see what this mix of concrete will be. And I can already tell it's going to be real nice. Let's dump it out. Oh no. You know what this is? This is a tofu container. I eat a lot of tofu, and the tofu I buy comes from a tofu factory that's in the city here, and it comes in these little containers, and I love buying it in these containers because I use these containers again and again and again. Now, if you want to, and if you're a really hardcore tofu person, you can bring your own container to the tofu factory, and they just fill it up with tofu for you. Super cheap, super amazing. You want to know a fun fact? A fun thing about all tofu factories? Almost every decent-sized city, I think in order for a city to be a real city, there should be a place that's making tofu in the city. I can almost guarantee if your city is a city, there's tofu being made, being manufactured. It's an ancient and simple process. Does not take a lot of equipment to do, but it's beautiful and wonderful, and you make an amazing product that I love to eat, tofu. But the manufacturing of tofu, the making of tofu, has a fun byproduct that is called okara. And okara is high in protein, and it is tofu, but it's all the tofu shrapnel. When you're making a beautiful, nice, silky block of tofu, there's a bunch of shrapnel that gets skimmed off the top. And you don't want to eat that. Well, you don't want that with your beautiful, silky tofu. But, you know what you can do, and here's an insider tip to tofu factories. If you go to any tofu factory and you ask for okara, they will give you as much as you want. I typically just bring a shopping bag and get a shopping bag full of okara. But I've seen people get garbage bags of okara, huge buckets of it for free, because most of it gets composted or it becomes animal feed. But it has little to no value because the shelf life on it is very short indeed, because of the amount of water content in it it can go rancid very quickly. So you get it, I get it, and I eat it right away. And what do you do with okara? Well, you wash it, and then you super strain it and press it. Put it through a cheesecloth. Get as much water out of it as you can. And then use a binder like corn flour, maybe an egg. And depending, you don't have to use an egg. Maybe you could use some guar gum or xanthan gum or locust bean gum. Something to get this okara to come together and stay together. And you make some tasty little patties out of it. And then you fry them in oil. And then you've got, I don't know, it's like a veggie burger of sorts. It's an okara burger, okara patty. But it's amazing. High in protein, nice texture, and for the most part, free. So if you're hard up for cheap tofu eats, that's my tip of the day. Hit a tofu factory, ask them for okara. They will give you a bag of it. You will take it home and you'll figure out how to use it. Let's get back to the concrete. Our black has come together and is looking very nice, which means it's time for us to get down to the real business at hand, which is marbling. Now I've got my favorite mold to marble in. This mold is great because it's got, you've got about an inch of thickness in the sidewall. It gets down to about 5/8 of an inch at the bottom. But this is enough space where your colors aren't going to smear against each other as you place them. So you get some pretty distinct marbling in here. Now I'm hoping to add red. In this case, I'm going to try to add red as its own vein of red. I'm not going to put it throughout my whole mix. I want it to be very localized, distinct. I want it to stay together. Big, beautiful, bright red. I'm going to take some of my mint right off the bat into some of my charcoal. And now you know how to do this. And if you don't know how to do this, follow along. We split it in half. Look at that. That's yummy. That's yummy. And this just gets yummier and yummier as we go. Oh, let's throw a bit more mint in there. There. That's yummy. Okay. Let's get a look at that. How tasty is that? This is going to make the tastiest concrete planter I've ever made. Oh, okay. We're going to dump a big old, push some of that down in there. Give that a little bit of vibration. Not too much. Not yet. And now another chunk right there. And now here's where my red's coming in. I'm going to grab some red from over here. We're going to get a big vein of it right there. Break off a little bit of my marbling mix. Okay. Open up my mold, push that in. Some just mint there, a chunk of black there. Work this again. This is getting, we're getting layers. Tasty layers. Put that in there. A little bit more red right down in there. And now it's time to vibrate. So this step is important for a few reasons. Look at that. That's a trim. We call that trimming. We need to get the air out. There's going to be air between these layers, and we want to be rid of the air. No air. Wow, there's going to be some air. You're never going to have no air. There's always going to be a little bit. But gray matter was designed to release the maximum amount of air with the minimum amount of vibration. You will not find another concrete on the market built to do this. And I did this for me first, but it turns out you might want to be doing the same thing I'm doing. So I did it for you too. But I don't want to have to use a bunch of equipment. I want to use my beautiful hands and just play the drums on the concrete. Done. So, here's an important step. I gotta quit saying so in my videos, or leading sentences with so. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I don't like how it sounds. But let's make this as clean as possible. So I'm gonna take a little bit more off here because I don't want it to come over the top of the mold at all. You know why? Because I don't want to do any finishing work on this. I don't want to sand it. I don't want to grind it. I don't want to do any of it. I want it to be done now. Do it now while the concrete's wet. Finish this smooth. Pull that chunk of fiber out because it was going to stick out and make me mad. I think we're just about there. Okay, here we go. Are we done? We're just about done. Oh, still a couple big airs. Big air right there. Big air. That's air. Okay, we're gonna have to sand this a tiny bit because these air bubbles aren't gonna quit. But look at this. I got a little glue stick from a hot glue gun, chunk of it. This. Sometimes people are like, "Where's the drain, though? How are you gonna make a planter with no drain?" This is my drain. This is one of the fun things about concrete. Look at this, design on the fly. Okay, you watching what I'm doing here? I put this down, I'm pushing it against the mold firmly. Now I leave it, and we say goodbye. We'll come back to that tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Tune in. You won't have to tune in. I'm just going to edit the video, and then you'll see what we actually made. Hopefully a beautifully marbled cactus planter. Of course it will be. See you later. Thank you, thank you. Love concrete. Love you. Goodbye. Hey, everybody. We're back. It has been 24 hours. We could have popped this out earlier, but 24 hours is a nice time to wait. I guess it's actually been a little bit less than 24, but give or take. And here's our planter. So first things first, we've got our little glue stick drain hole that I put in. Pop that out. Easy. You hear that? Pop. Throw it over there. Now I'm going to release my mold. Now this mold, you've seen me do this in the past. This mold takes a little bit of body weight to get out. I brought this, I got a towel. I'm gonna put a towel down just to get this out. Towel's nice to work on. I think I'm gonna have to stand up. I'm gonna give this a little flex to the side here. Pull, flip it a little bit there. This mold has seen castings. Oh man, how many times have we cast into this thing? This is one of my original test molds for the mold that we ran into production for you. I've probably cast into it, I don't know, 50, 60 times. And I've yet to see breakdown on it. So I can only imagine we're gonna see, oh, I don't know, another 50, 60 castings with a really well-made mold. You can expect, wow, oh, okay. With a well-made mold like this one, nice, thick, heavy sidewall. It's robust, nice tapered, rounded edge here, nothing sharp on it. Pretty easy to demold it. I wash it, and something like this, you know, we should get 100 castings easily out of it, maybe more than 100. Good mold with good maintenance can last you almost indefinitely. But enough about molds. Molds are tricky. Molds are tricky. Now we've got our planter. So I'm gonna pop out the rest of there's the hole, drain hole. That looks great. And then here, oh wow, I'm very into this. So this is our marbled planter. I love how the reds stay together. Oh, this is great. This is great. Look at this. Let's get a good look. Yeah, that's very nice. Oh, the inside's great too. I love it. Well, there you have it. Oh, Moody. That's how you do concrete marbling. So if you want to make something like this, follow along with me, do whatever, you know, I'd really, really suggest that you go over to concrete.com, check out our website, check out our tutorials, materials, spec sheets, the story of the company, how we started, all of it. And you could make an awesome marbled concrete planter, awesome marbled concrete, whatever. Marbled, beautiful colored marbled concrete. Colored marbled concrete. Oh, my favorite one yet. One last shot. Let's get a... Maybe hold it in my hand. Like this for a... This is for a title frame. But for you, you can make this. You can make this. I guarantee you can make this. Marbled concrete planter. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate you tuning into the YouTube channel. I'm going to get more regular with this so that we can connect and make stuff together. I'm excited. Have a good rest of your day, evening, whatever. Goodbye. GoPro, stop recording.